Everybody, welcome back to another Jackson Jet Setting Resort review. Today we're coming to you from Walt Disney World Resort, checking out the JW Marriott Orlando Bonnet Creek. This is located in the Bonnet Creek development, which is kind of on Disney property, kind of not. It's a hotel that definitely has a lot of people staying there that are going to the parks, but doesn't have all the perks that you would necessarily expect from a Disney hotel, or at least a hotel that normally has those perks, like its next door neighbor, the Waldorf Astoria. So we're going to check out everything there is to do here on property. We're going to check out the awesome vantage point of the fireworks and the drone show from the Rooftop restaurant. I'm going to show you everything that I got as a Platinum member and for booking through Amex's Fine Hotels and Resorts, which offers really, really great rates. So we're going to show you everything there is at this property. Full tour. Let's go. It was about a 30-minute drive from Orlando's International Airport in an Uber to get to the Bonnet Creek development where the JW Marriott is. So you enter through the Disney World gates, make a couple of turns, and you're going to be in the Bonnet Creek development. There's a couple other resorts in here, so you do enter through Disney property, but this is not part of Disney. Some of the resorts within the development do have perks. I've stayed at the Waldorf Astoria before. You can check that full tour out on the channel. That does have Disney perks. The JW Marriott where I'm staying tonight does not. I really just wanted to stay here before my cruise, so I didn't really care so much about the Disney perks. They do have free shuttles to all of the parks, though, as part of your resort fee. So that's a nice perk there in case you wanted to take advantage of it. And the steep driveway drops you off at the lobby. Really stunning lobby, lots of great natural light in here. Everything nice and modern. I love these new JW Marriotts. It's probably my favorite of the Marriott brands. I am a Platinum, about to be Lifetime Platinum with Marriott, even though it's not my favorite brand to stay at. I love my Hyatts, as you might have seen on the channel. It is a really great option to have when you are staying at a Marriott, is that Platinum status. As a result of the Platinum status, I was upgraded to a 1-bedroom suite for my one-night stay, so that's always really nice. 1.5 baths in this place for just me staying here, so that's always great. Lots of room to spread out. A couple of the perks of Amex's Fine Hotels and Resorts, which I booked, is you don't really need status to get upgraded. You get upgraded to the next category available, but oftentimes that's not going to be a suite. That's going to be something with maybe a better view, especially if you're booking that lowest, cheapest room category on Amex's site. So my Platinum status definitely came in handy here. Illy coffee machine here in the suites. This is definitely a higher end option than I see in a lot of hotels. A little mini bar here with no mini bar items, just a nice mini fridge there to store your to-go items. That's always nice. And then a pull-out couch here in the living room. Lots of room to spread out. Of course, you're gonna have a desk area to do a little bit of work. This is a pretty big convention hotel. So that might be the reason why you're watching this video, is you're coming here for a convention, you're just checking things out. So you do have a desk there in the living room, as well as a nice little view of a few more of the hotels in the Bonnet Creek development. I could see a little bit of Animal Kingdom over there. So not technically a park view, and if you want that, one side of the hotel does have better park views that you can request. Another big television here in the main bedroom, little seating area. That actually folds out as well, so this suite can fit a lot of people. Again, a lot of families coming here for the park, so that's pretty cool that you can squeeze in a bunch of people into these 1-bedroom suites. Sometimes the couches don't fold out and it's really just a king bed, so it's really just meant for 2 people in this massive suite. Nice walk-in closet over here as well. You have your robes, your slippers, laundry, little safe right there. And then moving into the bathroom, really nice bathroom here. You have a full tub, good for families traveling with younger kids. And then you're gonna have that walk-in shower and little toilet area with their own little door. So not, a full door to where you have a lot more privacy, but this is a little bit more cordoned off in terms of a good bathroom for a suite, I think. A lot of times I have these suites and the room itself is big, but the bathroom is about the same as a normal room, so it's nice to see that. QR code is how I was able to book a lot of the property amenities that I get with my resort fee. I was surprised how many things they actually had available with the resort fee. And with Amex, I do get a nice little welcome letter letting me know all the things I get for free once I'm on property. I did get $5 off the resort fee as well because I was a Platinum member, and because Amex gives you free premium internet, they give you a little bit of a break on the resort fee because I already got that with my status. This resort had a really cool full kids club floor. So this area is staffed. There's areas for the kids to play. They have activities throughout the day. So that's always great to see at one of these big convention hotels, but also park hotels in Orlando. And right outside the doors, they had a full mini golf course, really hard mini golf course. Every hole was basically on a mounded hill. So I'm a pretty good golfer. It was a really hard mini golf course, probably the hardest I've ever played, to be honest with you. But a lot of cool little climbing zones for the kids, and then you can reserve time on this little mini climbing wall here too. So that's all included in your resort fee. There's no extra charge with any of this stuff, so that's really great. One thing that's great with the Fine Hotels and Resorts rate is you get free breakfast for two. So we're going to check that out in just a sec, so stay tuned. If you love these types of resort tours and reviews, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, really helps me out. And rounding out the tour of the rooftop kid area, they actually had some bags and chests there for the adults to have some fun too. Now the spa has its own entrance on the lobby floor, but you can also access it from the guest elevators. And so this is also where the fitness center is going to be. Really nice fitness center here at the JW Marriott. They have two separate rooms, sort of a yoga studio that they do classes. There's one free class per day for people that are paying the resort fee. So you can reserve that with that QR code. And there were a surprising amount of exercise classes available throughout the day. So that was really nice. It was good that they offered that. Always a nice tip is you can grab a free apple in a lot of luxury hotel gyms, as well as water bottles. So definitely check that out. Always pop in there if you need a water bottle and don't want to pay the prices down in the lobby for convenience. So really great gym here. Nice little stair climber that I use. There's some free weights. Really just a nice spot. And while a Disney vacation is not normally a vacation that I would be hitting the gym, this being a big convention hotel, I know a lot of people traveling for work are trying to stay in shape on the road. So now moving down to the ground floor, we're going to find Unreserved, which is the breakfast restaurant, and it's also offering lunch and dinner. They have a beer garden that's sort of the outdoor bar that I'm going to check out in just a sec for you. And then this is going to be located right next to where all of the convention center is. The pool area is right here. It is an absolutely stunning pool, really nice, zero entry. They had a lot of areas for people to spread out. Of course, there's going to be families. There's also going to be people here without kids that are trying to relax. I thought this pool did a really good job of spreading all that out. There's a small pool bar that has a food menu as well, and as you enter, there's a little pool shack that you can grab some towels. They also have some sunscreen available for you. So these luxury hotels often have sunscreen just available for you to pump and use. That's really great. I love that because oftentimes I don't want to check a bag when I'm going out to Florida, and so it's nice just to get some free sunscreen and not have to buy really expensive sunscreen on the go. That's the main lobby building, and from the top there you have another great view of the pool complex. Really just a nice view here, very jungly, no park views or anything like that, no water slides, but a really nice feel here, very luxurious and upscale, while still offering enough, I think, for the kids to have fun in the pool, because I know that's just something that kids love to do while on vacation. Rates here can be kind of pricey. I was finding rates in the $280 to $350 range around my dates, and this is in the middle of July, which is kind of a low period. It's really hot in Orlando, but it is summer vacation, so there's really not a ton of low periods in Orlando, but you can maybe sneak in here for under $300. You have a nice little to-go bar here down in the lobby, and then that's going to be the entrance over to the business center and where the convention centers are. Rounding out our tour of the rest of the lobby, you're going to notice a lot of seating areas. This being a convention center hotel, you need a lot of areas for people to congregate, have a coffee, maybe have an impromptu meeting, maybe charge their devices. And this is also the side of the lobby that is going to have the dedicated spa elevator. You're going to have the spa lobby and gift shop down here, so you can purchase a few items, but also check in for your appointment with the spa and get whisks up there. Very nice high-end feel there. This is also the express elevator to get up to the top floor restaurant, the Japanese restaurant. We're going to explore that in just a bit. I did have a $100 credit on property to spend during my stay due to my Fine Hotels and Resorts rate. So that was an excellent use to go use it up at Illumi, which is the Japanese restaurant. Beautiful lobby though. There's another steakhouse here. There's a lot of restaurants on property for what is kind of, to me, perceived as not like a gigantic property by any means. But when those conventions come in, they're going to need a lot of space for food and beverage. So that makes sense that they're going to have this nice steakhouse with a nice wine wall here. Love the look of that. And that actually extends out and becomes sort of the lobby bar. So Sear and Sea, steak and seafood. That's the theme there. And it's this ultra luxury, ultra modern, high-end American food. I was a little hungry after my flight from Phoenix, so I did want to try out the beer garden concept at Unreserved before I went out and explored a little beyond the property. So just grabbed a quick bite here and a few beers. They have one of my favorite beers in Florida, this Hefeweizen. It is absolutely outstanding. They had that on tap, so that was great. Nice little bar snacks that were included there, and I grabbed some shrimp being in Florida. Wanted that with the grits. Not the best shrimp and grits I've ever had, but it was totally delicious. Later that evening, I went over to Illumi. As I said, this is the Rooftop bar and restaurant. This is going to be your sushi bar. They're going to have some hot plates as well. I sat at the bar being alone. It was absolutely delicious to eat here. And what was really cool was there are 2 drone shows a day over at Disney Springs now. That's actually what I was planning on going to leave the property to go do. But then when I realized that they were going to have a great view from up on the rooftop, decided to hang here and see how that was going on. It was also a little bit rainy outside, so I didn't want a chance getting stuck in one of those Florida thunderstorms. But it is really cool out here just seeing, one, the Epcot fireworks go off, and then the drone show going off at basically the same time. And pretty much the whole restaurant goes out there to watch the drone show. By the time I came back, my food was ready for me right there. Really delicious food, so I highly recommend heading up there, even if you're not staying at the hotel. Next morning, just checking out the views from the suite. It was time to head down to Unreserved to have some buffet breakfast. I had a lot of credit to spend here. Absolutely incredible buffet here at the JW Marriott Bonnet Creek. This is one of my favorite buffets I've had anywhere in the world, anywhere for the Marriott for sure. Just a huge spread, really high quality ingredients, a lot of kind of local options. Just absolutely outstanding. One of the best croissants I've ever had. So here's a quick tour of kind of all the options here. You're gonna have basically your breakfast staples, but they're just amped up a little bit and a little bit more luxurious, and I just love it when that happens. You're gonna have your made-to-order omelet station as well. So you can just load up on tons of food here, and that's all included with a fine hotels and resorts rate, or if you're a platinum member, you do get that breakfast included as well. So here's what I loaded up on. Really delicious waffles there. The bacon was one of the best I've ever had. I love asparagus too, so I decided to try that out. My plate's always a disaster when I go to a buffet. I don't know about you guys. And they had really good fresh squeezed Florida orange juice. So here's one last look at the property before I depart. Thanks a lot for watching. Really appreciate you watching all the way to the end of the video. We'll see you next time.